Hey everybody, Rich Lang here with Prep You down in the bunker. Hey, today's video is actually an update to our original video about the Illinois Conceal Carry law. It was that kind of tongue-in-cheek kind of look at what the laws were for Illinois Conceal and Carry, and I got a couple comments back from some of you out there, and I appreciate those comments. And a couple specifically from an individual called Touring America actually brought some light to some of the stuff that I had said and some changes that had happened in the Illinois Conceal Carry law. So what I'd like to do is go over that real quick here. Put my glasses on. So these are the changes. One of them was the new Conceal Carry Act limits the waiver of private rights regarding the concealed carry application to only those records pertinent to obtaining a concealed carry license. So basically what it did is it narrowed the type of records that the state police could gather to see if they wanted to give you a concealed carry license. Another one was clarifies that if a concealed carry licensee presents their ICCL during a law enforcement investigative stop, that it is presumed that they are carrying a firearm. And the whole thing with that is that when law enforcement comes up and you're pulled over, you don't have to give them their concealed carry card. You don't have to tell them that you're carrying a weapon. If they come back and ask you, then you can either tell them verbally, or if there's people in the car that you don't want to know that you are carrying, you could hand them your card, and that's basically telling the police officer that yes, I am carrying or I have a firearm near me. So that is definitely a change instead of having to tell them right off the bat. So just remember that. The changes also clarifies the definition of a mental disability as it pertains to persons seeking a concealed carry license, and it changes mental health reporting requirements. This was basically, it changed the appeal process for people denied a FOID or a concealed carry because of minor developmental disabilities. And actually, this whole change was supported by not only the law enforcement, but the mental health professionals that were involved in the change or the update of the law. 4, eliminates the requirement that a licensee unload his or her firearm when storing or retrieving a firearm from the trunk of the vehicle. And that was one of the comments that Touring America said to me. He said, hey Rich, just so you know, it's been updated and you don't have to make sure that your firearm is empty, which makes a lot of sense, makes more sense than having to empty the firearm, pull it out in your car and you're messing with it and people see that. So basically you can just get out, go to your trunk, and then store your weapon in there without having to touch anything. Provides that emergency service personnel may ask anyone lawfully carrying a firearm to secure the firearm for the duration of the contact. So yeah, basically, and I knew this back when I was a fireman. We had locked cases in our ambulances in case the police didn't want to take the weapon. But if somebody was incapacitated, or if they were drunk or under the influence of anything, we could ask to secure that weapon. Now, and that's under any circumstances. If the fire personnel or police personnel do not feel comfortable or safe, they can take that weapon. The big question comes up, when do you get that weapon back? I don't know. It's kind of a if they sign a complaint, the police will keep that weapon, and then you'll have to petition to get it back. So that's kind of a gray area. A lot of law is. So let's see. Another one, allows the use of concealed carry license when purchasing firearms or ammunition. And that's very true. At the gun shop I work at, at the range, we say, you know, I need your driver's license and FOID card. Well, it doesn't have to be a FOID. It could be your concealed carry card also. It supersedes, but just remember, you have to have a FOID card to be able to get a concealed carry card. That's just the way it is. Changes the FOID Act to ensure that non-resident competitors may purchase firearms and ammunition at events held at the World Shooting Complex. So when people come in and they're competing or trying new weapons or whatever, excuse me, firearms, not weapons, they can actually purchase ammunition, which makes a lot of sense. Number 10, eliminates a contradiction between Concealed Carry Act and the criminal definition of unlawful use of a weapon. I'm not exactly sure what that is. I've been trying to find out, and I've talked to a couple of police officers and a couple of lawyers, and they were like, I don't know, we'll get back to you, and they haven't gotten back to me. So we've just kind of let that alone. Another change is the law requires the state review board to notify an applicant if any law enforcement lodges an objection to the issuance of your concealed carry. And then once you find out, you have 10 days to appeal that decision by whichever law enforcement agency said that they didn't want you to have a weapon. So those are basically the changes. There's a couple other ones that are out there that I don't know if you know this, but talking with our going back and forth with Turn America, he made up a couple, said a few things that I didn't know if you knew this. With your FOID card, you are now able to purchase automatic knives, which are switchblades and OTFs. And as he stated, brand new, if you have a concealed carry card, you can now purchase stun guns and tasers. I know, that's pretty crazy, but it makes a lot of sense because some places, especially in Illinois, you cannot carry your weapon. These you can carry. That was it in the changes, but there's a couple other things that I went back to the law and I thought that we might want to look at real quick. Don't forget, guys, change of addresses or lost cards, you got to get them replaced right away. If you're going to go purchase a firearm and you go in and your FOID or concealed carry is different than your driver's license, you're not going to get that weapon. They have to be the same. That's just the way it is. If you change your address, you have 30 days. 30 days to get that change in. You also have to have a notarized statement that says that what your new address is. Same thing with lost, destroyed, or stolen cards. With that, you only have 10 days. 10 days to notify them because they want to null and void that card as fast as possible. Again, you have to have a notarized statement and, if applicable, a copy of the police report stating that the license was stolen. You know, if it's lost or destroyed, you're not going to have a police report, but if it's stolen, you need a police report. And of course, the fees for all that is doesn't state, but I think it's 50% of that. And if you're in violation of either of those, it's a $150 fine, also listed as a petty offense. So, fees. You guys ever wonder where your fees went for this? Well, the $150 application fee for your concealed carry, $120 goes to the State Police Firearms Service Fund, $20 shall be given to the Mental Health Reporting Fund, and $10 shall be given to the State Crime Laboratory Fund. Non-residents that want a CCL, it's a $300 application fee, $250 go to the State Police Service Fund, $40 to the Mental Health Reporting Fund, and $10 shall be given to the State Crime Lab. So here it is where if you're requesting a new license, it's $75. Half, that's what's right. $60 goes to the State Police Service Fund, $5 to the Mental Health Reporting Fund, and $10 shall be given to the State Crime Lab. Something else I had talked about in the last video was I kind of made a joke about establishments with drinking. And again, Touring America, he's right on top of it. He was right. he was said that that is not your responsibility. It's the responsibility of the establishment to post. And it says right in here that the owner of an establishment who knowingly fails to prohibit concealed carry on its premise as provided in this paragraph, or who knowingly makes a false statement or record to avoid the prohibition on concealed carry firearms under this paragraph, is subject to the penalty under subsection 5C of the Liquor Control Act. So it's not you. If you don't see that sign, you can go in. I mean, it's up to them to post. Just like owners of private property that don't want you, private property other than primary residence, or what do they say, that private residence, it's up to them to post. Okay, owner of private real property of any type may prohibit the carry of concealed firearms on the property under his or her control. The owner must post a sign in accordance with subsection D. That sign must be 4 by 6 in size, the image of a Beretta 92 with the red slash through it, as in the universal no symbol, and in the corner it must state the statute and number in the lower right hand corner in very small print. That's the only sign that can be used. They can't draw their own. They can't put a big, draw no firearms and stuff like that. They have to use the state sign, or the state sticker and sign. So that's it. I mean, that's the update to the original video about Illinois Conceal Carry. I know it's crazy. It's always changing. But these were good changes. To me, it didn't go far enough. There's too many places that we can't carry. But that's, what am I going to do? What are you going to do? We're at the mercy of people down at Springfield. So anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this helped a little bit. It's a little bit more interesting. If you liked it, please subscribe. We have more videos coming out. You'll be able to see some of our other videos that we published also. So yeah, and if you like it, please like the video and please comment. And again, I thank Touring America for commenting, because some of the stuff I wouldn't have known if I wouldn't have researched a little bit further. So that's about it. So for now, keep aware of your surroundings. Be prepared, as always, to be on your own for 72 hours and prep like your life depends on it, because we all know that it does. Thank you.